Okay, so today given that it's spring, we're going to do some spring flowers. So first, I thought we'd look at some inspiration from Van Gogh. He painted a lot of flowers. He was a famous impressionistic painter. And we're going to look at some of his flowers to start with. So these are painted here, like oil paint. Van Gogh was really famous for painting sunflowers. He painted tons and tons of sunflowers all the time. So a lot of artists get to where there's a certain thing that they really like to draw or paint, and they draw and paint that thing a lot of times. Van Gogh generally painted landscapes. Yes, Annabelle?
We have pictures of Van Gogh's flowers in our background.
Yes, we do have pictures of Van Gogh's flowers. We have a lot of Van Gogh in our house because I love Van Gogh. Here is a landscape field with more of his flowers in it. So artists like to be inspired by other artists. Okay, ever since the beginning of time, when people started drawing in caves, everyone's been inspired by the people's art before them and they build on it. So it's really good when we do art to take a look at some other artists' work and be inspired by what they do. Now what we're going to do tonight, a lot of people just look at an artwork and then they'll think, oh, I like that, or oh, I don't like that. Okay, can you raise your hand before you speak, please? Thank you. Yes. Okay, so the better way to look at art is to look at it and really take it in first. You don't just instantly decide, yes, I really like this, or no, I don't like that. There's a whole process you can go through. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice looking at one of Van Gogh's paintings through something that is called a picture study. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this picture. I'm going to give you a couple minutes. We're going to look at it and we're going to be silent. And I'm going to ask you to try to remember every single thing that you can remember about the picture. So the colors of the paint, what you see in the background, what you see in the front, any textures, anything you can remember until you think the image is just burned into your eye, until you can see the image in your mind's eye. Okay? And then I'm going to close the book and you guys are going to tell me everything you can remember about this painting. You ready to do that? Okay, Lydia and Annabelle, can I get you to just move to this table so that you can see it closer? All right, now it's going to take our 2 minutes, and I want you to just remember every single thing about this painting that you can remember in 2 minutes. Without talking, okay? Okay. Look for like 15 more seconds. Find something else you haven't noticed yet. Does everyone notice something else?
Yeah.
Okay, don't say yes. Okay. All right, I'm going to close it. Here, I'm going to mark the page first, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to find the page.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay, I got it. Okay, I closed it. Okay, raise your hand if you would like to start. Emery.
I saw houses and houses and towns,
Yes.
trees and skies and flowers, and I saw grass and
present and wait.
and I saw a line that was blue on it, and then I saw the flowers were blue, and it had, and the trees, some of the trees were tall, some of the trees were green and orange, and some of the trees were blue.
Yes, that was a lot of things. You remembered a lot of detail. Okay, what else, Violet?
There were the houses in the background with red roofs, and the trees, they had gray trunks, and some grass was green and some grass was yellow, and there were purple flowers and light purple flowers and some white flowers and a few black flowers, and
That's good. If you remember something, we can come back to you too.
Tall white building and the tiny and
Good. Annabelle.
Did you realize that thanks the sky is like there's lines on the sky, and there's like that there's some grass is white and some is green, and the flowers in the front are the blue, and
That's good. You keep thinking. Caitlin, do you have anything to say? What do you remember?
there were blue flowers. Half of the grass was green, the other half was yellow. There was a whole bunch of trees and the churches, houses and buildings, and the back.
In the background. Who can raise your hand if you notice something in the picture that nobody has mentioned yet? Violet.
A tall white building that was tiny in the background.
Yes, I feel like someone mentioned that. Emery.
And the tall tree, that big old tree with orange leaves.
With orange leaves. Okay, Annabelle.
The sky was really, really it was like,
Are you trying to talk about the texture of the sky?
yeah.
Yeah? What about the texture of the sky? Was it really smooth
It wasn't smooth.
and perfect? No? What was it like?
Like a little bumpy because it was pink.
It was a little bumpy because it was paint. You could notice the texture of the paint. Very good. Caitlin.
There was a little bit of purple flowers near the trees.
Yeah, a little bit of purple flowers like at the bottoms of the trees. I noticed that too. That's a really good one.
I noticed that, but I already said purple flowers, so.
Yeah, it's because they were big purple flowers like at the
Yeah.
bottom, right? What about you, Lydia? What do you remember?
That there's a lot of different colors of these things, like in the grass, and different shades of green, white in it.
So different shade, all different shades of the same color in the areas. Yes. Anyone remember anything else that hasn't been mentioned yet? Violet.
That red roof.
The red roof. I noticed that, okay, what is it, Lydia?
Everything gets smaller and it gets bluer.
That's good. As y'all hear what Lydia said, as things got farther away and went further into the background of the painting, they were smaller, right? So it's like we have big flowers up front in the foreground, and then the houses are like smaller than the flowers. That doesn't make sense, does it? Are houses smaller than flowers?
No.
Is that silly? But when things get farther away, they appear to be smaller. Those trees way off in the background, they're way out of the window. Their trees are not actually small, but they look small, right? If you kind of close your eye and kind of measure it with your finger. But like this bush, it seems big. Even though we know that tree is bigger than this bush, right?
Yeah.
Because when we do artwork and things go back on the paper, they get smaller. Yes, Violet.
One thing that somebody didn't say was also that there were a few black flowers and the trunks were gray.
Trunks were gray. Okay, I did notice on the trees that there were some black outlines around the trees. Did anyone notice that?
Yeah, I did.
And some black outlines in general. And there was like a line kind of near the horizon line of flowers that was like tiny purple flowers. Just kind of like a line of them.
I didn't notice the purple flowers.
I noticed.
I noticed both of them. I noticed the one who was restricted. I only noticed the purple.
Okay, so today we are going to create our own flower masterpieces. And we are going to do so. Okay, raise your hand if you can tell me what it means for something to be symmetrical. You kind of had your hand up, but then it kind of slowly went down. Do you know what it means for something to be symmetrical? You can guess. It's okay.
I
We
know,
won't
but I
mind you.
don't know how to, like...
Can you try to, like, even if you can't, like, say the actual definition, can you just try to kind of explain
Yeah,
what it means?
symmetrical is kind of like when it looks for...
Okay, Caitlin, you tell.
It's like half of an X, kind of.
Like half of an X. Because why? What happens if you have half of an X and half of an X? And if you fold it together? What is it? It's symmetrical because why? Because both sides are what? Are the sides different? They're Lydia. Both sides are the same, right? Like a butterfly. It's like this side matches this side. Yes, and some letters, like an X, would be symmetrical and some letters would not be symmetrical. Okay, so there's a special kind of symmetry. It's called radial symmetry. And that is when something is symmetrical all the way around from a central point. So however you fold this in half, like look how many lines of symmetry it has. You see what I'm saying? Because you can fold it here, or you can fold it here, or here, or here. So this is radial symmetry, which actually this coloring book, I borrowed Lydia's coloring book, and it has a lot of radial symmetry. So today we're going to create our own flowers, kind of like Van Gogh, but we're going to give them radial symmetry, okay? So everyone's going to get to choose whatever color paper you want. Here, I drew a little sample so y'all can see. Oh, I thought that was it. It was this color paper. There we go. There we go. I drew this little sample. So I have 3 flowers on this paper, and they all have basic radial symmetry, okay? So we're going to try to fit 3 flowers on your paper. Does that sound like fun?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I have these following colors of paper. You girls are totally welcome to choose one. The black is also going to be fun because I have oil pastels and the Crayola Twistables, and they show up on all colors of paper. Yes, Violet loves purple. Surprise, surprise. Imagine that.
Her name is...
So I do have black paper too. Okay, which you might have time for one. Lydia and Caitlin, do y'all just want to come? Or y'all can sit there and draw if you want.
We have more of the color. We have more of the color.
Do we have more of the aqua? Oh, she's offering it to you since it's your favorite color, turquoise. Thank you, Annabelle. What color would you like now? There's a pink one. You want yellow? Let's see. Here's yellow. That's going to be really beautiful and very spring-like. Okay, Lydia, let's get you a chair. Okay, well you can pull. We can fit here. You sure? Okay. Here, Kayla. Choose a color.
You can have all the leftovers.
You can do it. It'll be so fun. Yes. Yeah, that's the best option. Okay. What is it? Big, small Caitlin and big Caitlin. Small Caitlin, what is it? You do. Okay. I want to say you probably need to use the bathroom on the other side. I don't think we're supposed to use this bathroom. Yeah, and we need a buddy system. Yes. So who can go with Caitlin? Violet. Okay. You two go and come back. Okay. So the rest of us can hog on the best oil pastel colors while they're gone. Oh wait. You want white? You know, I'm always like using up the white, so I have these nubs. But I have this Crayola Twistable, and they're almost just like oil pastels. How much art do you do?
Not a lot, but I have lots of stuff. This is not.
I just checked it. Did I get stuck in the lid? There you go. I use the white nubs all the time too.
Oh, she's like, I do that.
I'll have the white nub. May I offer you this nub? I interest you in a white nub.
That's a word.
Okay, you too, Lydia.
What color do you want? I'll get the light blue. I know what you're drawing. Oh, is that a vase? Yeah. Oh.
Cool. Think you're going to still be able to fit 3 flowers on there? Remember how we're gonna try to fit 3 flowers? Okay, you got your room? You need to follow directions. Okay, walk. Okay, good. All right, we're remembering that we're supposed to be able to try to fit 3 flowers. Yes?
Yes.
And we can look at some of these mandala drawings for inspiration also. And here's mine. So if you're trying to make radial symmetry, one good way to do that is to start with a middle. So like I'm gonna just draw a circle for a middle, okay? But y'all are welcome to get whatever colors you want. And Caitlin and Lydia too over there. And then I'm going to put different kinds of lines around mine. So to make it the same all the way around, like maybe I'm going to start with a small bumpy line, like that. And then maybe I want to put some rays coming out like this, because I'm keeping it symmetrical all the way around. So I'm going to start in the middle and then work my way out. Good job. Annabelle's going to town. All right, you too, grab a color and start in the middle of the flower. We've already got some good variety here because Emery's got her flowers growing outside and Animal's got her flowers inside the vase, which I think is super cool. That's awesome. I love it already. I always love working with opaque things on the black paper. You may test the colors on the back, or I can get you guys a test page. You can use this for a test paper if you want. You need to know what color it is. There, I'll just put it under there. You'll have to test them.
Does that look like grass?
I think it looks like grass. I think another cool way to make grass, because with oil pastels, they're better than crayons, and you can mix them a bit. So what you can do is you can come up, because grass kind of gets skinnier at the end, so you go like this, and then you can take another shade of green and go over the top and kind of mix the two together. Look at that. Does that look like grass?
Yeah.
So you can make grass using all the shades of green. I think we actually have
I'm using
a
green.
twistable one too. It's a little different also. Look at that. You could even put some yellow in it. And remember, if we looked at Van Gogh's painting that he had those flowers, he had all different colors in there, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he had white, he had, what is it, Annabelle?
What if we don't know if it's actually a flower, but we're just making one up?
Yes, we're imagining flowers today. Imagine it's a flower.
Yeah, but
Do you
what
like
if
these?
we
Like
make one
alien
real on
flowers.
accident?
That's cool too. Whatever kind of flowers you want.
Maybe I can use that again.
Look at all the colors Van Gogh has in his grass.
Wow.
So all of this section here
White
seems
is
like
grass.
seems like a bluish green, with look even really dark, like black lines and stuff in there.
There's a black
And then he's got little white speckles here that are kind of representing flowers. It's very impressionistic. And this section's more of like a yellow green.
That's what I said.
And then he goes back to the yellow green here.
Mommy, do you like mine so far?
Oh, I love it. Good job. So Annabelle's
You like
building
mine
little
so
circles
far?
around her flower.
Have one?
Hey, too.
Should I color it in or just leave it?
You can leave it for now and color it in later.
Okay.
Oh, I like that in there. I'm going to just set Van Gogh's flowers over here so we can continue being inspired.
My dad got his bag because I put on me because of his belly really sad.
He did. That's awesome.
Mommy, I got the first flower.
Beautiful. So I can keep building layers. Of course, mine's a little hard, the grass is a little hard to see on mine because my paper is green.
Yeah.
But with the oil pastels, you can just keep building more layers. They draw like on top of each other. Van Gogh really has a lot of different colors in there. I bet I can get away with putting some blue in my grass, like I'm shading it. I bet that's gonna look cool.
like grass.
Say that.
That looks like bluegrass.
I totally put blue in it.
That looks like bluegrass. You can't even tell it's going in.
You can't even see it, huh? It just kind of adds some dimension.
I can see some blue.
A little bit, like it's
I'm loving that.
I can see some over here.
I do this every time I have a flower. So I
You
don't
get
know how to
3 flowers on your paper, Caitlin?
I can.
I know a lady who does a lot of Bible journaling on Instagram, and she draws the most amazing flowers like this, and she paints them giant murals on the walls. She tends to do it on black walls. I
I
like
was
that.
gonna just paint a mirror on my wall just to have it, and Mom was like that, and I was like, okay.
I love to paint murals. Ooh, good job, Violet. There you go. And as you keep adding more to your flowers, they can just get bigger and bigger. And it's okay if they start, like if they get big enough to start somewhat overlapping each other. Like see how mine got bigger and bigger, and they're different sizes. Sometimes it can make your art really interesting to make sure you have different sizes of things in the same picture, because it makes your composition more interesting. That's fine, it doesn't need a paper. So see how Van Gogh has all different sizes of stuff? He's got big flowers here, little flowers here, big trees, but they're far away. And he's got all different sizes of things going on in the same picture. So that can make things interesting. I think so too. Hi. Would you like to draw a flower?
You want to draw one now?
Sure. Where did my paper go? Would you like to choose a color of paper? You can choose whatever color you want. Well, any color that I have left. I have 2 different shades of paint. I've got blue, yellow, green, red, and black.
Yellow.
Yellow is a popular color tonight. Should I come sit over here with Lydia and Caitlin? Or she can sit here, actually. We can grab a chair and she can reach the left herself better. You got one? Okay, great.
And the different flowers.
Oh, and I missed that one. Ooh, Annabelle made like a rainbow flower with all different colors around.
I did one flower.
Well, y'all listen.
You guys need to be quiet
Which
longer.
color did I use?
While we're listening.
I used that. Mommy, I want to say that I need to use flower.
Like him? You
What
want to
about
do
the
one
color?
like him?
I didn't hear your question.
Like,
Yes, I think that's the same
Little
color.
circle, and do more little circles.
I did it.
Yeah, that's fine. Just keep doing little circles.
You just keep adding all around circle and your flower gets bigger and bigger.
needed to.
Well, let's keep working.
No, don't mess up.
Keep working about it. I think you could add more details inside your shape.
Mommy, that's not going to do it. I'm going to do it right there. That's not how you do it.
You can add color here, so it's just going to be this one.
Mommy,
You're saying in general you work in black and white.
right there.
I mean, different artists do different things. I tend to do color.
Put the top on it.
So,
An animal?
work on your paper. So what other kind of lines could go around the flowers? We could do zigzag lines, right, around. Caitlin's got some hearts going on hers.
or like little circles all around. Annabelle did a lot of small circles. Like kind of a regular bumpy flower line like this.
Can I do more than 2?
Yes, you can. You can. I was saying try to fit 3 flowers on your paper, but you may do more than that. It's fine. It's a good question. Something Caitlin's doing over there, which is really cool. She started with a circle in the middle, and then she's making some flowers that are kind of teardrop shaped, like with some petals like that. Is that cool? And she just kept going and going and layered it. Can y'all see what she's doing? Like this. Which actually remind me a lot of Van Gogh's sunflowers. Which are on the front of the book here.
Hey, she put 3 flowers.
Yeah, she sure did. And her flowers are different sizes and running off the edge of the paper, which makes her composition really interesting, actually. Ooh, she's drawing rectangles around hers.
Oh, cool.
That's an interesting take on flowers. Kind of reminds me of those poofy ones you see at the grocery store. Who knows what I'm talking about? Not carnations, but those ones look like exploding fireworks ones.
I like them.
I should learn more flower names. Yes, they are pretty. Should have the colors on it.
What kind of chalk is this?
These are oil pastels.
I have them in art class at my school.
Yeah. I like oil pastels a lot because you can saturate
I wear like
the paper a lot better than with crayons. And the kids can blend the colors. And obviously they write on like different colors of paper. I will admit that oil pastels are like a little bit messier than crayons. But as far as art supplies go, they're not real messy like paint or,
Yeah.
I feel like they're a good compromise. I love it. I love the different layers and the colors as y'all work out and the flowers get bigger.